I fucked up something with my audio settings before recording this video, so you're gonna hear like a squeaking sound from my mic occasionally. Just pretend like it's not there and I'm super professional. Will Smith, or William Smith, some would say. Except some would be wrong. His name is Willard. His name is Willard Carroll Smith II. I'm finding this out in post because I was trying to edit in his name. I had no idea he had such a medieval-ass name, dude. Holy shit. Or Williard. I think it's Willard. Willard Smith? I thought it was William for just today. I today found out that it's not William Smith, it's Willard. I've never fucking met a Willard, ever, by the way, so maybe that's saying something. That's besides the point, though. I have a message for you, Mr. Smith. Please shut the fuck up, please. Please shut up. I don't understand why you're still talking, and that's kind of what I'm going over today. So, Mr. Smith, if you're watching this, extend the old ears. You know, pay some more attention to this one. Because holy fuck, what are you doing? Will Smith, you know, everybody knows who he is. I'm not going to have to go through the trouble of explaining who Will Smith is to you. But he had his run. I would like to make that very clear. There's more on that later. He had his run in the 90s. He had some pretty cool rap songs that some of them, you know, I don't personally have them on the playlist, but I think they're fire when they come on. I'm like, damn, okay. Maybe he had that shit on with Wild Wild West. I thought that was kind of heat for a little bit. He had movies, you know, some in the early 2000s were good. He never really had, you know, the hits. He had Men in Black, which is a classic, but he never had, you know, like, he was never renowned for his immaculate emotional performance. He was like a comedy actor. And I can respect that. He did good for what he was, but he extended it too far. He and many other celebrities have the folly of being addicted to attention. You could have shut up 15 years ago and gotten away with everything. I notice a million celebrities do this, where they could have shut up a while ago. They could have retired to their literal millions of dollars, hundreds of millions sometimes, lived out a happy life. You know, maybe you can come back for the Joe Rogan experience once or twice to talk about your legacy and how things are now and how things were when you did them and how crazy it is today with the industry change or whatever the fuck you want to blabber on about. But they don't do that. They don't do that. For some reason, they have the addiction to attention and they feel the need to keep putting out stuff even if it is, one, objectively not good, and two, they are objectively not relevant anymore. At all. Now, Will Smith is a large perpetrator of this, and everybody's known his fall off in the 2010s, clearly visible, but he's not the single perpetrator of this. There are many other artists, which maybe I'll get into another day, but there are many artists and, you know, people who just didn't need to keep talking. You didn't need to keep making your stuff. Maybe you're having fun with it, whatever, I get that, but you don't need to be relevant. You don't always need to be relevant. You don't always need to be known as, you know, your name, the active producer, or the active, you know, filmmaker. Sometimes it's great when somebody has a good run and doesn't fade into obscurity, but remains a legend in, you know, what they do individually. But no, we can't have that. We don't live in a decent world. There are like 3 people ever who have done that, probably. And even then, when they're dead and gone, people take their Instagrams and, like, fucking Frank Sinatra's Instagram. I saw repost a stupid video the other day. Thank you, Frank Sinatra. This is not you. I know it's not you, Frank. I know you, and I know you wouldn't repost that. Don't lie to me, man. Anyway, I'm getting a bit off topic. We're here today to talk about Willard Smith. Recently, he has, not the limelight. I'm not going to call it the limelight because it's not global. But it's localized to my feed and probably a few others. He's hit the feeds again. And just some of the shitty things he's done recently. AI promotion for his new tour he's going on. He's put like AI crowds into the background of his tour footage. Why? Probably because only 3 seats were like booked. And, you know, they were his family and friends, if there are any left. That's, you know, that's number 1 on the list. AI promotion is, I guess you can almost write that one off because he's not, you know, super young, and a lot of people are fucking around with AI videos, so maybe he just thought it was cool, but it is also super unauthentic. If you're trying to convince me to go to your tour, and I see that there are, like, you know, fucking 2 people in the back fusing together like they're from a fucking Diablo game, I'm not going to your tour because I know that you're faking it. You know, I know that there isn't a fucking Souls boss sitting in your crowd fucking clapping his hands together, you know? And this is the part that, you know, if you know anything about Will Smith lately, you probably been waiting for me to cover. The fucking freestyle. What is it? The Lunchbox freestyle. He did some popular thing where they have artists come on, like there's that one magazine that has artists come on and do ASMR. This like podcast or something has artists come on and freestyle for 2 minutes or something over like a prefab beat, whatever. And Will Smith bombed that shit. Wow. Oh, woof, man. Whew.
And even though I'm an action star, sometimes I'ma act bizarre.
He started out fine. I'll give him that. He started out, he was doing something. Like, I get that it's a freestyle and there's a lot of pressure on you to be good in that freestyle. And he started out with some lyrics. You know, he opened his mouth and words were coming out that kind of rhymed, but they were really cringy. He was talking about like a dog that just chews through his enemies as he walks by. Like, I'm paraphrasing, but that's bad. That's cringe. That's bad. More on that later with, you'll see. But I have been quoting this thing nonstop for like a fucking week and a half. Some of the bars, go watch it if you haven't seen it. I'm going to use like probably 2 clips from it because I don't think that's copyright. But later with like music, I don't want to get hit with copyright. I pulled the pin out the grenade on purpose when I threw it. Yeah, man. How the fuck else do you throw a grenade? Like, do you accidentally pull the pin when you throw it? You didn't mean to fully throw the live explosive? I don't know what you're fucking talking about. They wonder how I do it. I just bite off more than I could chew. Then I chew it. Fucking revolutionary bars. Why don't we have this guy go back to the 16th century and write a classic? Why don't you go back 500 years, Will? You could do some great things for us. Holy shit, these bars are so ass. And every chorus, he starts off growling and saying, "This is the bounce back." No. He is in such a dire, like, yearning to come back as, like, the rap guy. People want to know him as, like, you know, Will Smith is back for this generation. This is what he wants to be. He wants to be what he was in the 90s right now. Which, I don't know if you can tell, shit's changed a little bit. Shit has changed a little bit. You can't do what you did 30 years ago, Will. It's not gonna work out for you. I don't know if I should say Will or Willard. I don't, are we on a short name basis, Willard? You can call me JJ if you'd like. If you want to be short named a short name, I can do that for you. But he wants so badly, he wants to just bounce back. In his own words.
This is the bounce back.
And then he says, quote, "Watch Will, y'all. This is the bounce back." No, it's not. Nobody's listening to your shit. Except for me, I had to, for the sake of content. And aside from those ass bars, which, credit where credit is due, very quotable. Very quotable because of how ass it is. I do not stop walking around my house just saying those bars. They're ass, but they're funny because they're ass. They're not funny because they're good. Your clips aren't going viral because they're good, Will. They're going viral because they suck. And on the music note, he dropped an album in March or May called Based on a True Story. That features like 1 million artists because I think he's trying to be relevant again, obviously. But I took the bullet for you guys, which nobody asked me to do. So I'm bitching and moaning about nothing. But I went on a walk. And I listened to the entire album. It was not great, to say the least. I have many opinions on this album. It's very egotistical. As for a lot of his rap, though, especially in the freestyle, he's like, "I'm the GOAT. I'm great. I got a lot of shit going for me. I'm so cool. You can't touch me. I'm invincible. They tried to cancel me." Bullshit like that. Which isn't too out of the loop for him anyway, because I guess some of his 90s stuff is like, yeah, similar. But that's a lot of rap, where they're like, "I'm the GOAT, I'm great at this." But that's like, his songs, start to finish, are just, "I'm cool." Can you say a little bit more? Can you, and he doesn't even say it in like a, "come to my penthouse, I'm having a wild party" kind of way. He just says, "I'm cool." Like, he's just like, me, personally, my character, I am cool. And you should appreciate that about me, because I'm fucking cool. And he's got, it's very, like, self-centered, and a lot of it is, like, motivational rap. I don't know how to explain it. It's kind of like what's that one song The Rock made? He's like, it's about drive, it's about power. That one, where he's like trying to be super motivational. That's what a lot of his songs are. I don't remember a whole lot of the bars because listening to this, I should have just ripped my ears off, like straight up. I should have. But a lot of the bars are like, yeah. There's a whole song called like Hard Times or something. He's like, yep, you'll recover from whatever you're going through, but I'm rapping it to you, so it'll sound cool, dude. Am I a rapper now? Those bars. I don't know. He's trying to produce that. And what is with that, by the way? What is with actors and stuff producing like a song and it's like, be yourself. You're super fucking cool. We'll get through this together and make $1 million. Why can't we just make normal music, guys? Why does it have to be this workout, hyper motivational Facebook reel targeted music? Why? Like, I actually want to know what motivates people to make their song about that at all. But that is like the entire album. And all of the other artists on this album, some of which I've heard the names of before, are doing the same thing. So I have to wonder, did they write that in too? Or did Will just be like, hey, say some motivational shit. Say some shit that would be on a black and white lion poster. Say some of that shit, And say that shit they did. He's got these horrible, they're called sermons, I think, but they're like interludes, they're like music with him just talking over it, which most of the raps are just him talking. Like, most of it is just him literally speaking. Like, over a beat, it's just him, like, rhyming, kind of, like a Dr. Seuss pattern, but Dr. Seuss probably could have done it better. That guy's controversial too, right? Maybe. I don't care enough to look into it right now. I'm recording. He's got these horrible sermons where he's putting on like a pastor voice, and I think he's doing it to be funny. I think he's doing it to like, at least from my view, he's doing it to like exaggerate and be like, I'm telling you this shit like I'm in fucking church. Hallelujah. I'm gonna tell you all of this shit, and it's gonna be religious and epic and whatever. But it's ass. It's ass, bro. Like, he's producing straight cheeks and fucking throwing them in my face. I'm not looking to dig in this shit, Will, but you're giving me no choice. You're putting the cheeks right up against my peepers. I don't have a choice but to look at them. The sermons, I encourage you at your own risk to go watch or listen to one of the like sermon interludes. They're called sermons. Some of the reverend, whatever. Sermons in the album. They're bad. I guarantee you, nobody is throwing that on their playlist. And if they do, they deserve to be taken out back and at the very least fucking kneecapped with like a shotgun. You don't deserve a whole lot if you actually listen to Will Smith's shit. Again, excluding the 90s, I can respect the stuff from the 90s. It's kind of cool. And it's funky. It's got a vibe to it, all right? Don't fucking shoot me, all right? His rap in this album reminds me of that Joker freestyle trend that went around a while ago. It's like he responded to that. Like, the one guy, there's the one where the guy's like, you thought that I never spread positivity, but I do, or something like that. I forgot I've always spread positivity, but you think I did. But then there's the Joker guy. You guys know what I'm talking about? It's the fucking green guy who just goes, Joker at the end of the fucking rap because he like forgets what to say. Joker. And I can't tell if those are like freestyle or if they're scripted, but they're fucking bad. That's what it reminds me of. He's rapping on it. He's rapping on this fucking Joker type beat. And it's not doing him any good. I will give him brownie points. The song First Love on that album, I'm partial to. The beat is kind of good. I'm partial to it because it's like Spanish guitar, and I think it's like trying to emulate like a Spanish love song. But the guitar is very, very nice in that, and everything is beautiful until Will opens his mouth. Like, the second the rap actually starts rapping, oh my god, it fucking stinks. It's bad. It is repulsive, honestly. Like, I wanted to pick up my throne and thunder cunt it over the highway barrier so some fucking 18-wheeler would crush it. And even then, I would go over there to make sure every molecule of my phone, not a single pixel of Will Smith's album was being displayed. It's bad. It's just bad. He's been trying so hard to stay relevant, and he doesn't need to. And more people need to get with that. If I am in like 10 years, if I'm, good at this YouTube shit, if I have a fan base and I'm dragging it, like if I've made my money and I've had my prime and I've taken a break, like a long enough break where I'm done with this, and then I come back, if I'm like trying super hard to be top of the food chain, shoot me. Like actually remind me of this in chat. Take me back to this clip and link this right now to me, this timestamp. I have a message for you, future Wendigo. If you have gotten to the point where you were trying to get back on the relevance chain, like your Will Smith that I'm talking about right now, just do it. Just like have somebody like just fucking shoot you, euthanize, gone. Dude, you're done. You like if I evade my basic my basic fucking principles like that, just kill me. Like, you have full permission, just give me some medieval execution. At that point, throw me in the fucking brazen bowl. Set a fire underneath me so I can, have some time with my thoughts and understand what I did wrong. Read it out to the town before dipping me in water to see if I'm a witch. Anyway, that's all I really wanted to say. Will Smith, that's my message for you. Please, shut the fuck up. You can't salvage your legacy. You are not coming back from what you've done. But you can stop it from being worse, as Kanye has shown is possible. Which I don't need to make a video about for everybody to know what I'm talking about. Will Smith, please, for the love of God, shut the fuck up.